Temporary tables are commonly used in SQL programming. We can use temporary tables as our working space, especially when we work with complex SQL code or large volumes of data. There are two types of temporary tables. Local temporary tables start with one pound sign. Global temporary tables start with two pound signs. The difference is their visibility. Developers usually use local temporary tables. Let's look at one example of temporary tables. Here, we will create a local temporary table named drives. Let's run the code. The temporary table was successfully created. Temporary tables are created in the TempDB system database. Let's find it. Here is the TempDB system database. Expand temporary tables. Here is the newly created temporary table named drives. Temporary tables are created in our default schema. Most likely, it's DBO. If we do not specify the schema we want to create the temporary table in, we can use drop table to drop a temporary table. In this example, we use object underscore ID to check whether a temporary table exists or not before we drop it. If it's in the TempDB, then we want to drop it. Also, pay attention to how we specify the schema. We used two dots without specifying a schema. That means we want to drop the temporary table from our default schema. Most likely, it's DBO. This concludes our brief discussion on temporary tables.